All right, we're working on this GL1800 today, Honda. This bike actually has a lot of mileage. It has 303,000 on it. Still runs great. The only problem I had is the alternator stopped charging today. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to pull this alternator out so we can see if we can pop it apart, maybe put brushes in it for 30 bucks instead of buying a brand new one for, well, depending on where you buy it, you're anywhere from about $150 to about $600. You go with a Honda one, you're about $600. You go with aftermarket, like a DB Electric or some other brand, you're about $150, 200 bucks. So we're going to go ahead, see if we can get it off, and check the brushes. So the first thing you have to do is I got the side panel pulled off. I disconnected the battery. I'd been checking fuses to make sure, because if the cruise control is not working, if the fuse is popped for the cruise control, it will not charge from what I was reading. So cruise control light does come on, so we're good there. I did bring it up to about 2K. Still didn't really have any charge. But what I did notice is if I brought it up higher than that, it would actually start to charge a little bit. Not much, little bit. So it's making me think that maybe the voltage regulator is still good, but maybe the brushes are bad. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get it out to check it. But anyway, disconnect your battery just so you don't have to worry about shorting anything, because you do have to take the wire off. I did disconnect the plug already. Right there, it's got a push tab on it. So once you get that disconnected, you can go ahead and disconnect the wire, drop that down. Then you have this bolt there, this bolt there. And then, let me see if I can get this light up a little bit higher. You have one bolt on the back side. I'm going to try to figure out how to get that. Some people are saying you could shove your ratchet in there and work it slowly. So that might be a thing I'm going to do tomorrow, because I don't know if I have the right ratchet with me for doing it. Because I got some really fine-tooth ones from, believe it or not, Harbor Freight, which is a local generic tool store around here. So we're going to see if we can, sorry about that, do this. So that's pretty much how you remove it. I'm going to go ahead and get these two bolts removed, and then I'm going to see if I can get that other bolt out, then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, to break this one loose here, okay, I already got it broke loose, but I was able just to use a regular ratchet on it, like so. Okay, now this bottom one, I can't really get a ratchet in there, but what I'm able to do is I take, like you can use a screwdriver or whatever, I just got a tire iron handy, because they're good multi-use tools for anything. So I got that loose and handy, so I could put it on that bottom bolt. The bottom bolt. Anyway, got it on the bottom bolt. I could push it down, then I can use this ratchet wrench and get it out. So figure I'd share that tip with you guys. Okay, guys, after screwing with this for a while, I finally was able to get this ratchet in there. It's like a 3-piece flex set. I'll show you guys later. I was able to get it in there on the back side with a 3-inch extension and a socket and push it up there. So I did have to push the wires a little bit. So I'm just using this to keep pressure on the ratchet so I could break it loose. So I got it broke loose now so I can spin it. So that way I don't strip it. But that's what that screwdriver was just used for, was just holding pressure on it, just so that I could get it loose. So I'm going to go ahead and finish backing that bolt out. All right, guys, so now we got all 3 bolts out. We're going to see, this thing should just pop back from everything I read. Should, but it doesn't, I guess. So we'll see. It might just need a little bit more pry, maybe. Oops, that didn't sound good. We'll get her. It's getting a little bit. Just gotta kind of work it, I guess. Yeah, it's starting to. So I'm gonna set this down so I can use 2 hands. We'll go from there. There we go, guys. Little prying, I was able to get it. I rotated a little bit to try to break the O-ring seal, and that's what was holding it up, I think, was the O-ring seal. So now we should just be able to hopefully pull it right out like so. So there we go. So the next thing I might try to do is see if we can disassemble it to see if the brushes are good. That's what I'm going to look at next.